Hello, replay viewer. Oh, oops. It's something going on. I think it's still on. But how I can go back to my Periscope? Hold on a second, I think I lost it. Okay, that's interesting. I don't see the screen, but Periscope Live is still going on. That's kind of scary because I'm using OBS. So I'm trying to do the value creation life hack tips for 12 weeks. Hi, how are you? I'm a little Ali. I feel kind of tired today, so maybe I should do Ali and finish Ali. How are you doing? Hope you're not hungry. I don't see my scope on the Periscope listing. Okay, now I see it. So maybe log in from my Japanese channel. Hi Hiroki-san. I had a plan to do Japanese scope for the Japan like evening time, but I couldn't do it. You're not hungry right now? Okay, good. Yeah, hungry is like losing your focusness and also concentration as well. Ohayou gozaimasu. In Japan. Japan is already 4th of January, right? Over here is 3rd of January in evening. It's almost 7 p.m. Are you enjoying Oshogatsu? Right. What are you gonna eat? Hi, Maika-san. Welcome. So first slide would be little not that's pretty much same as yesterday, but I changed a little bit. Have you noticed? So now I know how I can express about my New Year's resolution, the acceptance others. Maybe today's the last day to saying Happy New Year. If we following the Japanese rule, maybe. Japanese rule would be the 7th. 7th is the last day to saying Happy New Year. Oh, thanks for sharing. Evening time is very heavy traffic for the Periscope, like a scoper. There's a lot of choices. Thank you for coming to pick this scope to join. So this week, we're going to discuss about a value creation mindset. Yeah, yesterday we talked about like a mindset, but I came up the idea to how we can share about a mindset is probably how to set your mindset and what's the stop saying Happy New Year on the 3rd. Oh, okay. I think Japan is 7th is the last day, I think, because 7th is the last day we can send the Nengajo. That's the New Year's card. And also there's a Kagami Biraki, means what that means, Kagami Biraki. It's kind of I forgot what that means. Like anyway, maybe I should not talk about the Kagami Biraki at this point. So I'll do more research then talk about tomorrow. See, keep forgetting a lot of different things. Thanks for understanding. So try to discuss and how you can visualize and how you can, you know, kind of remind you every day to put your mind, you know, set your value creation mindset. For instance, you know, my resolution is acceptance others, so I have to be more visualized, and I have to be more realistic, because it's easy to say acceptance others, but it's something going on. Maybe battery is dying. Oh, thanks for sharing. Maybe I have to, something going on for my iPad, but anyway, still it's on. That's good. Hope it's on. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So I had to be more like realistic, and then, you know, when you feel irritated with others, and find something positive side, or find something positive. Maybe I can list up more things. Oh, really? Oh no. They're getting smarter. So then when you want to, you know, keep remember what are you going to do, and also kind of push yourself really hard, like for instance, if you want to lose your weight, but if you want to lose 10 pounds, it's not going to happen next day, right? And most of the people having smartphone these days, that would be fine for me, because if even sex bot is like tapping the lots of heart to me, I'm not gonna block that. But that's interesting, because this is a computer, and its bot is like a kind of one of the technology, so it can be done a lot of different things. Maybe they can copy your picture, then pretend to be you, saying something not nice to other people. Right. 10 pounds in a week can be done, really? You must be doing fasting or something. Or Ramadan, I don't know. Interesting. So, I was gonna suggest to create like a wallpaper. So when you type in, do you see the top of the white letter say goal on wallpaper smartphone? That's how I type on Google. Then came up lots of different wallpaper. This is one of them. So if you can create on your own, like even you can do what do you call it, a screenshot. Sometimes people say, how are we gonna do a screenshot? I don't know about Android, but a smartphone you can type home button and what do you call this button? A power button same time. But I think you have to hold the home first, right? Then press it together and you can screenshot. But I noticed the iPhone 10 doesn't have a home button. Don't have a home button. I don't know how they can screenshot. So that's the one thing, and you can do. That's right. A power and down volume for the Android. Oh, okay. Okay, for the Android user, and you can do power button and the volume down same time for the screenshot. So I always do have the wallpaper for the smartphone to put my goal and something like remind me. At least I can see 4 or 5 times a day. That's the one things you can remind yourself. Only 10 minutes relax. So this is the old-fashioned way, or like old school way. You just write on the paper, then paste around on your wall. Then if you want to lose weight, and especially for female, they want to wear bikini, right? So put on the bikini on the wall. I don't know for the oh my goodness, my iPad is, yeah. Oh wow, you got the bikini emoji. These are lots of different ways to push yourself. You want to use the reminder app, tattoo. Tattoo would be really scary though, because it's never gonna get to. But American tattoo you can remove, right? The Japanese tattoo is harder to remove. Or you can use a marker to write it down on your palm or something. Or another, I don't know who say that, like some of the right, like a, what do you call it? Not a plastic band, elastic band around your arm. Then use something like, if you decided to not drink and if you feel like drinking or smoking, and you just kind of pull the rubber band to kind of like punish yourself. Why is it people it's so hard to make the promise every day? Your wife. Right. The wife or husband would be a good reminder, because they always remember. Then kind of criticizing you whenever you're doing something not as you promised. Okay, this is like a money talk, because we're talking about how, because money is easy to quantify and visualize because there's a number. Quitting smoking is hard. I heard of that. Oh, I see. Because you decided to quit, then you're gonna eat a lot of, because smoking would be easier. What about the gum, like a nicotine gum? That's a kind of habit, right? Cold turkey. Good for you. So losing weight or making more money would be easier because there's a number that you can track, because you can decide 10 pounds or 20 pounds or how much money you could make. But something like untrackable would be really hard to promise, or hard to reaching the goal, I think. For the money wise, and you just have to know how much do you need and how much do you want to be happy. You can write down on the paper if you like, but I don't use paper so often. But some people still like to write it down on paper, because hand is gonna remember what you write. So after you figure how much money do you need to make, or how much money you want. So this, I found, is an infographic from I keep forgetting. Pinterest. You think about it in your mind most of the time? What do you think about? You mean smoking? So there's a number for living in New York City, but a tiny letter say if you're paying $900, you need to have a roommate. Oh, right, that's right. So that's why, you know, you need to know how much money you're going to spend each month. Otherwise, you know, you may be overspending. This is health insurance is way too high, don't you think? 328. Then the last part is always saving money if possible. And there's a two section, is short-term saving and long-term saving. Then total comes out 2,524. Then in order to get this type of lifestyle and $40,000 annual income. So knowing the number is very important. But most of the people already know how they can calculate the time and how they're going to, you know, write it down on the expenses. But most of the people keep forgetting how much time or how much, it's like a time management. It's like if you doing like a scope and we set the time for 30 minutes for scoping and maybe another 30 minutes for the preparation, you can set the time if you know how much time do you need. But if you don't know how much time you need for some task or something you wanted to do, it's harder to calculate or harder to plan for your day. The reason why I'm doing this like value creation is because like these days and everything, a lot of things is changed by the internet. Hi, how are you? Many people, like 43% of the American worker is somehow they work from home, not even 100%, and maybe 1 day or 2 days included. And many people started to working from home and directly to their customer or clients. So that means I think they could make more money. Don't you think? But the reason why people still stuck in the same behavior is like a mindset. Probably he was kicked out. I don't know. My side is kind of weird because I don't see anyone, and also I see only, now it's 0. Welcome back. Is something going on? Yeah, see? It's something. Oh, accidentally clicked. Yeah, because when you're tapping hard, it's sometimes and you are going to the next door, like a next scope, right? Oh, that's your fault. Okay. So because I'm delivering this type of message to the many people because I want everyone to be back button. Oh, okay. to change the mindset, because if you keep working and same as before, you're not gonna make more money, because internet has been changed. There's like a deep learning, and not even very fancy AI. Is we can use the Excel or other lot of like a technology tool, and you can do your task twice or 3 times, maybe 10 times faster than before. Can you imagine you could make 10 times more money? What are you gonna do? My iPad is something going on. Yeah, that's right. iPhone is slide into the different scope when you tap in the hearts normally. Maybe that's a little trick. But a photoscoper is not really good, because I see a lot of people like join in then leave 1 second later. So the visualization, and also remind yourself like by wallpaper or just regular paper on the wall, because you want to put all the information into the subconscious mind. Because can you imagine 60% of the things you learn today, it's gonna forget by next day. 60%. So that means if you learn today, then you didn't remind yourself tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and third of the day, you're gonna forget basically. So that's why we have to remind ourselves each day. You forgot Japanese stuff all the time. This will be the little tough one, senzai ishiki, like subconscious mind. Next one should be easy, don't you think? Because we use almost every day. Monthly expense and goal. Goal is almost like Japanese these days, because everybody using goal. They don't say mokyo sometimes, but they do both. See, all the story you can remember, right? That's why I'm, sharing the story instead of teaching only one sentence or one phrases, like a technical way of Japanese. And you can easily remember the slang as well. What about this? This will be really tough. I think even Japanese people, some of the Japanese people don't know the difference between, including me. I used the word stereotype all the time. I rarely use fixed concept or prejudice. I don't think I can explain the difference between stereotype and fixed concept. But these type of things is block your mindset. And also majority people like telling you, oh, this is suck, or this is no good, or this is something unhealthy, or this is nasty. If someone's saying to you every day, you started to think that's a nasty thing, or just that's the ugly thing, even though you never thought about it. I would call those a noise. But it's harder to eliminate the noise sometimes. There's a word called, say, money block. because money block is the same thing. I don't know who started it, and so maybe rich people saying to the poor people, so money is nasty and dirty and you should not have a lot of money because you're gonna be crazy. What if those type of information is noise? You're losing so much opportunity to become a rich or making more money. This is today's quote. The mind is very similar to the Koi-san was saying at the Ikigai scope. The mind is everything what you think you become. The mind is everything what you think you become. So I would say 80% or maybe 90% is mindset. If you think that, oh, you're not gonna make twice much of money, you never achieve or you never earn. But life has, the society has been changed. No one expected to have a Bitcoin is going to be, the currency. And no one expected the people who live in Zimbabwe is Bitcoin is gonna worth 7,000 more, 7,000 times. That's crazy, don't you think? Even like Amazon stock, and 2 years ago it was like 400 or 500, but now it's over $1,000. So if you want to make $20,000 or $40,000 a month, then you visualize it. I think you can do it. I saw some video, is like 19 years old and making $1 million at one week for selling someone else's product. Those things happen, but people don't realize this. Yeah, Bitcoin is kind of like trendy these days. But 2 years ago also the people are talking about Bitcoin, but I know the few friends and was talking about it and create a class about it. But 3 years ago, now it's 2018. 3 years ago when he create the class or when he create the video, everybody thought like he's crazy. He was like saying something like a dream or imaginary things. But now everybody's talked about, the Bitcoin. Facebook should be similar, because when Facebook came out first time, everybody thought, didn't think that Facebook is going to be big deal. The early adopter is always, the challenging people. Facebook is addictive. That's right. It's kind of like I don't know what do you call it, the opposite of the early adopter, like a late adopter. Majority people is like a very old. I think 10 years ago when I was participating in the workshop, and he is the eBay ambassador. He's like a late 20s or early 30s. He said, I quit Facebook since my dad joined. I was like, that makes sense, I'm not gonna Facebook with my parents, So now it's their parents or grandma and grandpa generation using Facebook. Young kids is moving Snapchat or even something different, because I just interviewed the college student and he was mentioning something different, party something, I forgot. He said, I use the social media and party something, but I thought, I was like, okay. I was like, what the hell is that? Yep, Facebook is reaching to the late stage now. Hope, you know, a Facebook worker is not watching my scope. Okay, thank you so much. I'm getting tired. I know you're gonna get hungry soon and eat something healthy. Yeah. Because I this day I've been asked how to use the Facebook. Oh, see, right? That's weird, don't you think? Because we can't talk about, you know, friend stuff anymore because since your parents is watching. You know, even my brothers, I don't want to know everything, but he's posting a lot of so many, you know, detail about the picture, and sometimes I ignore it. Oh, that's interesting. You delete it. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. And someone telling me Facebook is going to be the ending note. Do you know the ending note? Probably, you know, funeral is going to show all the picture of the Facebook. That's fine. You know, ending note is kind of like a diary until you die. Then they prepare all the picture and the message in together. Then, you know, ask the person to display at the funeral. Let's not talk about something, you know, and negative things. Be positive because this is a value creation mindset topic. Right. One of my friends is they create a Facebook page for their baby. They don't even know how to tweet because they're just like 1 year old, but they're tweeting instead of them, instead of, you know, boy or girl. That was interesting. Even dog has a Facebook, right? There's a famous dog called the Miso. It's like a French bulldog. That would be interesting, right? If, you know, maybe we put some kind of computer, then pull out the word, and, you know, maybe robot is going to typing something for the mind from 1 year old baby. Oh, that would be interesting. I really want to know. Yeah, that would be so cool. It's like a Ringo, baby Ringo, right? Ringo for the dog, baby Ringo for the baby's mind. Well, that'd be so cool. Maybe we should invest it. Someone started the startup. Maybe that would be interesting because we create some sort of like deep learning or AI, then tracking all the behavior and create a story for them instead of they're creating story. Because everybody's having hard time to writing story. Thumbs up, Rocket. Thank you. Okay, it's time to go. Thank you so much for, you know, keep me the company. And let's talk tomorrow. eat something healthy. See ya. またね